What's going on, guys? Finally back on the channel. I got my long lost buddy, ManofTheRitt. What is going on, man?
Oh, same old, same old.
Yeah, I think we were saying on your video it's been like a year since we did one of these. Too long. Today we got a good one though. We got the East vs West Fantasy Draft Challenge. Basically, I'm gonna start, scrolling on these teams. Ritt's gonna tell me when to stop. Then I'll decide whether or not I'm East or West. He has to be the other one, and then obviously when we get started with the fantasy draft, I can only select. We'll tell me when to stop, and then we'll see here which side we're in.
You're going?
Yep.
And stop.
Okay, I got the Florida Panthers, so I guess I'm the Eastern Conference, you're the Western Conference.
Yep.
Who are you going to choose from the West? Because I know you're Caps guys, so...
That's a good question. I think... Can I pick the Kraken? I'm just kidding. I'll be the Golden Knights, I guess.
Nice, okay. I don't think I ever am the Florida Panthers except for one time I was them for GM mode. It's kind of a different team. So we'll get these settings all taken care of, make sure they're all the same, fair for a fantasy draft, and then we'll get started with the draft. Alright guys, we're at the draft order screen now. I'm going to start clicking randomize, and then as soon as Ritt tells me to stop, that's what I'll be picking. Whenever you're ready. I'm going through here.
You know what? I'm ready. Stop.
Okay. I got pick 22, which I don't know. I usually prefer to have a higher pick, but it's whatever. So you do the same thing, and I'll tell you when to stop here.
Okay, I am going to start randomizing now.
Alright, stop.
Pick number 28.
Similar, so both in the 20s, okay.
Both in the 20s.
Alright, so that's fair. No one's getting, McDavid first overall or anything.
I'm not upset with that, actually. I kind of like the later picks. Because you get two very close to being back-to-back now, so...
Right. Yeah, two pretty solid ones there. So I guess, we'll just start picking. I can only take players in the Eastern Conference. If I mess up at all, we'll know later, and I don't know, there'll be some penalty. Rick can only take players from the West.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of see how these teams shake up. Because a lot of times I find the fantasy draft are pretty similar, but I mean, now half the player pool is gone, so it's going to be a lot tougher.
Yeah, for sure. All right, are we starting the draft?
Yeah, start the draft.
Okay, this is going to be tough, actually.
Huh. Yeah, I'm curious actually I was trying to think beforehand which was better, because I know you have McDavid, Draisaitl, McKinnon in the West, but then you got Crosby, Ovechkin, Kucherov in the East.
Yeah.
I know East does have one extra team, but pretend that team's Detroit, you got one player, Larkin, and then it's basically fair. So
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how much it actually mattered to pass.
You definitely have the for goaltenders, balls in your court.
Seems for the most part. That's interesting. I'm looking at it right now. I'm not gonna say what round I'm in, but there's 3 Eastern goalies and 7 West in the top 10. I'm looking at.
Oh well, I mean, yeah. There's Price and Vasilevsky still left for me, and they're 91.
Yeah, Vasilevsky's gone. Price is still here. I'm debating it. It's I'm basically wondering if he'll be here around later, and I don't know. And he can kind of carry your team sometimes.
I really had to struggle to pick between 2 goalies there, but I came to a conclusion. Finally.
I'm hoping...
It was not easy.
I'm taking Price because there's this other guy I want, who I'm hoping is here in the next pick. I gotta reunite the duo.
Oh, what does that mean?
Yeah, you'll see. What
does that mean?
I didn't have any defense. I was like, okay, I gotta add some of them. How do you feel about your team so far? I'm almost halfway, and I'm not... having only half the players to choose from is tough.
You're almost halfway already?
Yeah, I'm
wow, I'm going slow here. Yeah, I'm seeing so many players that I want to pick, and I can't.
I feel the same.
Heartbreaking.
It's it must be perspective. I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, if I had West right now, I'd be able to take all these dudes.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening for me too. Oh man, I have a good goalie, but I have no defense yet. This is not good.
I was struggling with defense as well.
No! I just did it.
What?
I took an Eastern player. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Oh, jeez. Who was it? Can you say?
It was Kevin Hayes.
That was the centerman who I wanted to get. I waited around and he was gone. I thought he would be there for sure still.
I do these drafts so often that it's so hard. I pretty much just look at a player and I'm like, yeah, I want him on my team. I don't even think about the stipulation. So let's say a player played on a Western team, and then they just so happen to retire very recently.
Mike Green?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's West. I was looking at him too. I didn't want to take him because he was on Detroit, but he got traded.
So we'll consider it West?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Right here, you guys can see the team I drafted. I think my squad's looking pretty solid. Obviously, gotta make sure the first 20 picks all Eastern. We know Ritt tried that. One mistake. Hopefully, the rest of the team though is all West. You guys are seeing on his side. You think it's solid?
Other than Hayes, I think I can pretty much name every team that these guys are on. So yeah,
or I mean more like just overall. Like you think it's a decent team you drafted?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Confidence. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
give me an AHL player. I don't care. I picked Hayes on purpose.
So we'll get started now, guys. We'll mess with the lines, try and get the most chemistry, and then get started with that sim.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. We just finished figuring out our lines, trying to get the best chemistry. Right now I'm rocking a champion team status. How about you, Ritt?
Same thing.
Same thing. All right, I figured that. So why don't you go first? Show me or tell me, I guess, the team you're rocking. Curious, what this Western Conference. Well, I'm gonna call them All Stars. Western Conference, like semi-stars. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
I can't wait to be told that half my team is Eastern. Okay, so line number 1.
Yeah.
I've got Zach Parise, Joe Pavelski, and Blake Wheeler.
Pretty solid.
Line number 2, I got Timo Meyer with Jumbo Joe and Gabe Landeskog.
Another solid line.
Third line, I've got Matthew Perreault. And then I've got that Rourke Chartier guy that we mutually agreed upon that because he's a free agent.
Replace Kevin Hayes, yeah.
Replace Kevin Hayes. And then Victor Arvidsson on the right side. And then the fourth line is Dustin Brown, Mikko Koivu, and Michael Furland.
That's a pretty decent team.
Not bad. Not bad. Chemistry's only 1-1-0-0 though, so it's not the best. But
all right, and the defense?
Defense, we've got Keith with Pietrangelo. Second pairing, we got Green with Bouwmeester. Obviously, Green retired, but once again, came to an agreement.
Mike Green.
Yeah, Mike Green.
Oh, dude, I was ready. I was like, Andy Green's on the Islanders, bro.
Yeah, no, wrong Green.
Yeah.
Wrong Green. And then Brad Hunt with Justin Hull. Wait, what? Hull? I don't remember putting him there. Oh, okay, hold on. I have to make a switch here.
Okay.
With Hunt with Bortuzzo.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so the chemistry there is 1-5-1.
Ooh. Who's getting +5?
It is Bouwmeester and Green.
Dang, so they're gonna be going off in like their twilight of their careers.
Yeah, okay, it automatically scratched Hull. I didn't know if it did that or not, so that's good. And then in nets, we've got Connor Hellebuck and backed up by Mikko Koskinen.
Well, that's a pretty solid. Like Hellebuck's one of the best Western Conference goalies you could have gotten. Like him, Bishop, probably top 2.
The 2 that I was debating between was Gibson and Hellebuck at the start, and
Gibson
then
too, yeah.
Pulled the plug on Hellebuck. I was like, gotta do it. I feel like people have been telling me to do like a career sim on him and stuff, so I'm like, yo, I'll just take him.
Give him a try.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll give you my team real quick here. The one issue I was telling you is like I realized kind of too late. I'm like I didn't take enough centers, so I'm hoping we can at least win a decent amount of draws. But I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna matter much. First line though was kind of nasty. So Ovechkin, Malkin, and Dadonov is the first line. So I'm hoping Ovechkin, Malkin, Russian connection. Those 2 can just go off. We got Kovalchuk on the second line, playing with Jeff Skinner, Andre Palat. Skinner's a winger, but he actually had 78 faceoffs, so he kind of helped me out.
Yeah, that's good.
Foligno, Zajac, Hornqvist, getting a +3 on the third. And then I actually took a ton of Capitals players. I don't know, just for you.
Thank you.
I got Tom Wilson, Jacob Vrana, and Justin Williams on the fourth line. So it's kind of a nasty fourth line.
That is a tremendous fourth line.
Yeah, and then I think the first line's getting a +1. The other 2 I didn't mention were zeros. Defense, we'll see what happens here. So I got Tyson Barrie and PK Subban on the top pair.
Ooh, okay.
Strawman, Chara on the second. They're getting +3, so that's pretty big.
Okay.
Not as good as the +5 you got. And then Coburn and Boychuk on the bottom. I think like every defenseman I have is over 30 except for Barrie. And then in goal, I got Carey Price. That was the duo I was talking about. Subban Price reunited.
Yeah.
And then Howard there. I got Jimmy backing him up. Should be decent enough. The main thing, like I was saying though, is just I don't have a lot of centers. So like for the PK and stuff, I don't know. We'll see if it matters. But a lot of firepower, I think for sure.
Yeah, your team is quite offensive.
Yeah. Yeah, like
with Ovechkin, Malkin, and then Dadonov, he's a sniper, isn't he?
Yeah, and like tons of snipers. Like even the fourth line, we got Verana there just because of chemistry.
Yeah,
He didn't like fit anywhere else. So I guess I'll do mine while you're loading in. I got 96 offense. We knew it was gonna be pretty high. And then 91 defense and 91 goaltending. So not too bad.
If I do better than you, which
Who knows? Yes, the sim. You never
Could happen.
know. Yeah.
Could happen. It is the EA Sports Simulation Engine.
Yeah.
I've got 90 offense, 88 defense, 88 goaltending.
I'm surprised, or I guess because price is super high rated, so.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll start with the sim. We'll go till about the deadline, take a quick look, see who's doing what. Obviously here, I would say regular season success doesn't matter unless we both miss the playoffs. But if like one of us wins the President's Trophy and is out in the first round, if the other guy's wild card we makes it to round 2, I would say that's the victor. Whoever.
I would say so too because you got closer to the end goal.
Exactly. Yeah, the end goal here is winning a cup. So we gotta start the sim and. We'll see how these two teams shake out. Winnipeg fired their coach 5 games in. I think that's a little premature, unless they haven't won a game. Even then, that seems a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little extreme.
5 games, like. I want.
Maybe there was.
I want like their.
I don't want to point fingers, but maybe there's something we don't know about. That's going on behind the scenes.
I mean, it's a fantasy draft. I'd say that's more on the GM than the coach. 5 games in.
Yeah, seriously.
What kind of team did you put together for the guy? Oh, Vegas fired their head coach. I don't know what that says about you, man. I don't know, like.
I think it should say something based on my record. It should.
Should I tell you where I'm at the deadline here?
You should do that, yeah.
All right, so 39, 19, and 4. And I think, I'll have to back out here. I think we were second in the division.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Behind the Maple Leafs. And then Ovi currently leading scorer. He's got 66 and 62.
Okay.
Yeah, so not too bad. Not too bad.
So we are currently 31, 31, and 2.
Okay.
6th in the Pacific.
Okay, but how far out of a playoff spot? Like, what's the next wild card or the lowest wild card?
So the next, like the team above us, Edmonton has 65 points. We have 64. So
are they in a playoff spot?
In a wild card.
Oh, okay. So, you're fighting then, yeah.
Yeah, we're still there. We're not dead yet. We're not dead.
And who's the leading scorer?
Blake Wheeler with 44 points. That's awful.
And that's on high sim engine too.
High sim engine.
Yeah.
44 points in 64 games. Not great.
Not the best. You have a lot of two-way guys because you're like Pavelski, Landeskog.
Yeah.
Which you think, like, even if they're not scoring, you think they'd have good defense, especially with Hellebuck. But we'll see, I guess. So let's sim now to the playoffs, and then we'll stop and take a look. All right. Are you at the end of the season?
Yeah. Didn't make it.
Didn't make it.
Didn't make it.
All right. We got a tale of 2 teams here. What was your final record?
Let's see. 55 points from Wheeler. That is sad.
Wheeler had the same amount of points as my team had wins.
I had 41, 39, and 2.
Okay, so I guess technically you're right on 500 if you count the OT losses, like,
Yeah.
My team went 55, 22, and 5.
Okay.
For a pretty nice, like I said, like we came that trade deadline 9-game win streak was huge.
Yeah, that is pretty huge.
115 points, which I think, never mind. Missed out on the Presidents by 1 win. The Wild had 117.
Wow.
And then Wheeler had 55 points for you, leading scorer.
Yeah.
Ovi
That's a great leading scorer.
Oh, wow. Okay, so a tie on my team. Both.
Ovi probably had 55 goals.
Not quite, no. I was going to say the Russian duo, though, Ovechkin, Malkin, they both put up 95. So they played well together.
Okay. Yeah.
Ovi had 43 goals. Should I tell you where I'm at the deadline here? 3 goals?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief, but,
I'm probably pretty happy. Price played well. I think, maybe outside shot the Vezina. He had a lot of wins there. I'm just going to take a look at who had the most points in the league, and then probably I'll just quickly sim my playoffs. Oh, wait, that's kind of crazy. Crosby had the most points, 116, and he was on the Penguins, too.
Huh.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
They got their guy. Oh, no. Tell me if you made this mistake. I left the creative player, and he's on Detroit, and he had 95 points.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Did you delete yours?
I think they should be there as well. Let's see. Oh, no, there he is. He was on Chicago. He put up 76.
So I'll just quickly, before we look at the awards for both of us, I want to sim through these playoffs and see if, team looks pretty good. Maybe we'll play the Wild here in the Stanley Cup Final. It's kind of nice, playing with house money. We already got the dub. So
can't relate. I'm headed to the golf course. So
I know. I can't do. I thought your team was like I said, a really good two-way team, which
we really did not have any scorers.
Right.
Honestly, that's the issue.
So first round I played the Islanders. We beat them in 6. We got the Leafs now. Round 2. Okay. Come on. Oh, so we're currently up 3-2. And game 7. Game 7. Carolina, who I saw, I forget who now, but they had like 2 sick players who both had a ton of points behind Crosby.
Carolina just won the cup for me.
I just beat Carolina. I got the Canucks in the Stanley Cup final. Imagine. Stanley Cup for me and no playoffs for you. I'm rubbing it in.
A little bit.
Oh,
a little bit.
There we go. We got the cup. 5 games against the Canucks.
Unbelievable.
Let's go. Yep.
Well, congrats.
Hey,
congrats.
After Winnipeg lost those first 5 games, they went on to get the first overall, so a little bit of consolation. Dude, Ovi went off. You'll like this. You're a Caps fan. You'll like this. Ovi, 34 points in 23 playoffs games. He just went off.
Apparently, Winnipeg does not know how to draft because they came dead last for me as well and got the first overall pick.
Oh, wow. Apparently not in the fantasy, eh?
Yeah.
So, all right. So, yeah, I got the Stanley. Who had the Stanley for you? Carolina?
Carolina.
Okay, so then, like I was telling you, Crosby had Art Ross to get him the Hart as well. Hedman. That the guy he had the Lady Bing, which makes sense because he had all that discipline. Ovi got the Conn Smythe, which he had 17 goals, 17 assists. He was a beast. Tristan Jarry got the Vezina Trophy. That's a strange one. That is one of the strangest awards probably yet. Carolina.
That is pretty weird.
Carolina coach Jack Adams. O'Reilly got the Selke as always, and then Crosby got Ted Lindsay and Maurice Richard. Crosby just went off.
So Giroux with the Art Ross and the Hart. Riley on Calgary with the Norris. We got Sagan with the Lady Bing. Calder goes to your boy.
Your creative guy.
Yeah. Brent Burns taking home the Smythe. Vezina goes to Binnington. Jennings to Leonard. Bill Masterton to Dylan. The LA coach Payette.
He's made
Hopefully.
up anyway.
Jack Adams. Really, he's made up. I can pronounce it however I want. It's right.
It's all you.
Bergeron takes home the Selke, which,
Oh, he's on your team, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you got some hardware.
Just kidding. No, he's not.
Oh, I thought... Wait, who was on that? Okay, I keep remembering. That first line was Pavelski, Wheeler, and who?
Well, I had Landeskog, but then I also had Parise.
Oh, Parise. For some reason, I don't know why, I thought it was Pavelski, Bergeron, Wheeler. Okay, my bad.
Bergeron? If I had Bergeron, I would have had another AHLer. So.
Oh, true. My bad. Yeah, my bad. I'm not even thinking. I just remember it was a bunch of really good two-way players. That's why I don't know why I got that in my head.
And then Claude Giroux with the Lindsay and the Rocket Richard goes to Connor McDubstep.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. Well, I don't know. I would say it was good, but we'll definitely have to have a rematch, and we'll have to both make the playoffs next time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, dude, for coming on. Like I said, it's been too long. We can't wait another year for the next one. 100%.
Yeah. For sure.
If you guys haven't checked it out, me and ManofTheRitt did a video where we each made our own custom player, see which one did better in the sim. Thought of fun. Click that link in the description. If you enjoyed this one, leave a thumbs up. Make sure you check out ManofTheRitt. As always, thank you so much for coming on, dude. A lot of fun.
It's great being here. Well, it wasn't great getting my ass handed to me, but
Well, yeah, we'll have to do a rematch for sure. All right. See you guys in the next one.